all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Welcome back to the KD51 YouTube channel. We are here in beautiful Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes, for my home race. Super excited to be back at Brainerd and ready to get out there and have some fun on my Aprilia RS660.
Let Carl ride.
And Carl still desperately wants to ride, but we don't have a bike for him because I'm using his shock. Team tactics here or what?
Yeah. There we go.
Let's have me in front, he's going faster.
But somebody's got to show you the fast one.
Turbo has said that he's getting bored out there, so we should go out together. Alright, Tailgater, give me a go!
Strong showing for him on the pure attitude machine, the Yamaha.
Put our heads together with the crew last night, and I think we're going to come out with a setup that is going to be ripping for this morning. Hopefully we can just find some more time that we're missing and get us further up on that grid for the race. So that's the game plan for this morning. Go out and make it happen.
He still gets ready faster than you.
I know, I don't get it.
Wow, that's quite the move there.
Alright, so Matt's been getting on me about how I use the clutch. So I'm going to take a little pull here this morning. Come over here, come over to the clutch level with me. This is how I've used the clutch my entire life. 2 fingers here, 2 fingers here. That way you still can hold on to the bars. Proper usage of the clutch. Some people even do this. Apparently Matt's telling me I got a 4-finger this clutch lever right here. What's your technique? Drop it down in the comments. Are you a 4-fingerer like this or a 2-finger proper? We're gonna prove Matt wrong.
Oh my word, it's an honor for me. You have no idea.
You're so full of it.
No. I wasn't sure at the beginning. Now I'm sure. You're a stud.
Hey.
So the guys in the broadcast booth doing a great job.
Like you want more support?
Yeah, like it's like in the fast stuff, it feels like I'm like this.
How are the bumps?
Bumps are awesome.
A couple more tenths. It's there.
It's not binding the bike up. Yeah. So that's sweet.
Awesome. Got his best ever results in with Rich. And
Hi, Mom!
Special helmet.
And can I take a selfie with you really quick, too?
Yeah.
Welcome back to MotoAmerica Live Plus with me, Michael Hill. Alongside me, Roger Hayden, who has been sat in the commentary box getting a bird's eye view of this 2.5-mile circuit. There's a chap who's having a pretty good afternoon, isn't he, Roger, over there. Round 6 of the championship, the MotoAmerica Series. The flares are going off as well. That's the Caleb de Courel fan club, it looks like, over there. And there's every possibility that Caleb de Courel could extend his lead, Rog.
Yeah, definitely. He's really starting to get going today, qualifying 3rd, and being his hometown race, in the crowd, he's going to be finding that extra motivation.
Need to go racing. They're holding them for a very long time. Roger Hayden, Jody Barry waited. Away we go. Great start from Liam McDonald on the inside, heading down towards turn 1. Liam McDonald, I thought for a second there he's going to pass 7 people into turn 1.
He got a good run, but just kind of ran out of track there. But what a great start by Caleb DeCarroll.
Well featured in the championship. Doubling up this weekend in Superstock. Down on the inside, Mazziato's all out of shape. Caleb DeCarrelli's out of shape. That was almost 3 Aprilias on the floor and a Yamaha sandwich down there. That's all kicking off on the opening lap. They come back up towards us now, and already 4 or 5 abreast as they come down into turn 4. This is where we saw Loris Baz go down, and we almost saw the second Italian bike on the floor there, Rog.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are struggling with grip early in the race.
All right, the race just started. Caleb is currently 4th. I guess they're like 4 laps, and I had to go do the start, catch him on the grid, and then do a couple laps of the pit board, and now Kathy's doing the pit board. I don't know, this could be interesting. He's in 4th or 5th. It's like Mazziato, Teague, Hayden, and Jackson in front of them. So it'll be a race to the end for sure.
He is indeed, but Anthony Mazziato is now 2.8 seconds clear at the front of this field, and this is unusual in Twins Cup racing. We're used to seeing really close battles right down to the last lap, last corner, but Mazziato was checked out here. He's going to have to make a mistake, or something's going to have to go wrong for him to really lose this race now.
And I think all these guys battling like this is really playing into his favor. You know, them going back and forth every corner, going 3 wide in the carousel, kind of slowing each other up a little bit, is definitely working in his favor.
Fully agree. Hayden Schultz in second. Caleb DeCarrell has now got back ahead of Jackson Blackman. So in terms of the championship, 25-20, 16-13, that would be 3 more points. In fact, now make that 7 points, so that becomes a 22-point advantage. And this is where Jackson Blackman needs to stay calm, isn't it? He can see DeCarrell making moves in the usual fashion that we see, starting slowly and working up. Jackson doesn't need to panic. He doesn't need to capitalise immediately. No, the last thing he wants to do is collide with his Yamaha compatriot and end up with 0 points.
No, not at all. He looks like he can see Caleb trying to get away and doesn't want to let that happen because he knows he needs to start making up some points.
The last lap was 0.8 of a second quicker than Mazziato, so maybe Mazziato had a little bit of a moment somewhere, but still a 2.5 second advantage.
Last lap, though, Caleb DeCarrell was 0.8 quicker than Anthony Mazziato with the fastest lap of the race.
We need to keep an eye on that as they go through the first split. We can tell from our commentary position they're virtually identical times for Mazziato and Caleb DeCarrell. Both on Aprilias, different teams. Mazziato, whilst he's not really featuring in the championship fight, but he would lose 3 points. In fact, no, he would lose 4 points. Oh, no! Jackson Blackman goes down. Jackson Blackman throws away what could have been a podium, and he has handed a massive points advantage to Caleb DeCarrell.
Last lap, Caleb took 0.7 out of Anthony Mazziato. He keeps doing that. He's going to be there on that last lap.
The gap is down to a second. You've called this right, Roger Hayden. The gap is down to a second. Caleb DeCarrell will not know that his nearest championship rival is on the floor. 20 points plus 15 is 35. If they stay as they are now, whatever happens, Caleb DeCarrell will be leading the championship tomorrow when we leave Minnesota. Here's a look, and he just lost the front, just went in a little bit hot to the carousel. And how many times have we said that at this circuit? If you just get a little bit offline, half a foot, you're on the floor. And here's a second look at it. Yeah, just a little bit too fast, hard on the brakes. And of course, that's difficult because you're trailing the brakes there. You're still trying to scrub off speed as you head into the
you're
center.
trailing the brakes pretty far, but also the bike didn't flip. That's why I think maybe if possibly he could have picked it up, he could have maybe got back in the race. But you can see, look how close Caleb DeCarrell is now.
3 laps to go. Well, not even that. 2 laps and 3 corners to go. Mazziato has been caught by the leader of the championship. It's Veloce Racing versus Robum Engineering. That could hurt him on the run in front of us as they come through the chicane. A little wobble. Caleb DeCarrell is perfectly placed. He's surely not going to go around the outside at turn 11. This is it. Coming up towards the penultimate corner. Can he get through on the inside? Mazziato goes defensive. That could cost him on the way out. It's all going to be about the exit. Mazziato's out of the seat. Caleb DeCarrell's going to go around the outside of him. Oh, he takes it on the final corner. Mazziato went defensive, and that has cost him the race win. A perfectly timed final lap, and Caleb DeCarrell takes the lead to extend his championship points advantage to more than 25 points. Mazziato misses out on a maiden win again, and Teague Hobbs completes the podium in 3rd position. Wow. Didn't see that coming.
No, not at all. To lead that race for so long and make that, you know, just that little mistake there the last corner and cost him the win. But, you know, hats off to Caleb. He kept fighting that whole race and really picked up his pace and was consistent the whole time.
Now, I'm not a mathematician, but 15 plus 25 is 40. I believe that that is a 40-point advantage for Caleb de Courel. These guys do not get twin races, 2 races in each event. They do here. But anything more than 50 points, we could be seeing a champion crowned before we get to Barber at the end of the season.
Yeah, and just Caleb is just always consistent, and all, you know, he hasn't been that fast in practice and qualifying, but we talk about it all the time. When the race comes, he always finds his way toward the front.
So it is an Aprilia 1-2, as we've seen in the last couple of races. Caleb de Courel winning again. Nice little wheelie. I tell you what, he's got some skills. And he's happy with that. That will mean a lot to Caleb de Courel.
Caleb, you know, winning your hometown race, looking around at all the crowd and seeing all the Caleb de Courel shirts has to be feeling pretty good for him.
Yeah, Roger, as Michael Hill makes his way down to the victory podium, Caleb de Courel, they got the green smoke flying out there. I'd have to think that might be CJ from 1833. CJ knows. I think they brought, you know, maybe the green. You see the orange for all the Dutch fans. KD51 must have the green smoke flying. Wow.
All right, so Caleb won. Mazziato made a mistake on, what, the second to last corner?
Yep.
And Caleb went right by him and friggin' won the race. So, it's so good.
For coming out, all my friends, all my family from Minnesota, and all my personal sponsors, Bell Helmet, 2260 Nose, Bitcoin Bandit, Bomb Cycle Supply, Bomb Blues Music Group, everybody who supports the team. Thank you guys so much. We can't do this without you, and thank you guys for coming out and supporting me here in Minnesota.
Make some noise. An extended lead in the championship to almost 40 points. Roman Engineering. Keep that noise going. We have a local group on top. Anthony Mazziato and T-Gogs complete the Twin Scope podium. And if you thought